This is Get Along by Kenny Chesney. So first thing you guys need to know about this tutorial is that you're mainly going to be playing G and C. And that's going to be for the intro and all the verses. And then after the chorus there's a little kind of pre-fill, and then there's a little picking part in the intro and the chorus, which is something like that. Anyways, so that's not going to be in that part after the chorus. So the chords that you guys are going to need to know is G, C, E minor, and then D. And E minor and D is only used in the chorus. So it's a pretty straightforward song. So let's hop on into the picking part that is repeating through the song. And another reminder for this picking part is that there's banjo behind it too, so it sounds like it might like an octave kind of higher or something, the banjo over the guitar. So this is with it though. So it's going to start on G. So again, but slower. So as you guys can see, I start off on the G, and I'm gonna give the low E string with that 3rd fret on the G a good kind of pluck right there, and then I'm gonna continue on, and then hammer on with my 1st finger on that A string right there. And the whole time, pretty much throughout the whole G and C, and if you guys have seen my other videos again, I always prefer to play it with the, I believe I had 9. So that's going to be pinky on the 3rd, on the high E, and then your ring finger on the B on the 3rd as well. So that's what it will sound like. But for this intro, you're going to start by plucking the top of the E string in that G position with your 1st finger off that A string. And then the second go around, I like to grab, let's see, it'd be the B, G, and A. Or, no, it'd be B, E, B, and G. And then that's what I'm going to hammer on. So as I'm plucking down, I like to grab those strings with my fingers on this second part. So once you guys get that, that's going to be a repetitive motion throughout the song. So the next one, you're still going to be kind of in that G position, but you're transitioning into the C position before you play the actual C in the next part. So it's then again with the last G. So in between each one of these, you're going to have the So all that is, you're going to leave these 2 fingers in the same spot the whole time. And then it's just going to be B and G. So now after you play you're going to leave this finger here, and you're going to switch this finger to a position where you're hammering on. So and you're going to add an extra down pick to that open D. So after you get this, we're going to go into a C at 9 with this pointer finger where it should be on a proper C chord. So that's going to be hammer on as well. So the tricky part to the song is going to be when you're coming around with the finger picks and you're in the chord shape, you're going to pull off that finger and then hammer on back to that middle finger that's going to be on the A string for the C. And then hammer on, pull off, and then it's just those two fingers open, and you get that nice ringing high-pitched tone. So let's go over this part again slowly. So there it is, and let me go ahead and play this one more time slowly. And there you guys have it. That's the intro of the song. It's going to be repeating throughout the verses, and like I said, it's going to sound a little different on the recording because of the banjo, but if you play it along with it, you'll definitely notice that it's very fitting to the song. Alright, so the chord progression for this chorus is going to be G, and if you guys look at, I believe there's one tab online, and well, not tab, but chords, excuse me, but if you guys look at that, it's going to be G, G, so basically you're holding out the G twice as long, so it's going to go back to C, and then back to G. You got E minor to D, C, G. So you got G, C, G, E minor, D, C, G. That's going to repeat 2 times. The second time through, it's going to be G, D, C, and then G. And the whole time I'm playing this, these 2 fingers, same spot. So it just gives that nice resonant kind of tone that is very fitting with the song. So after that, you're going to go into the second verse, which is that part, that kind of finger picking part. And then the only difference between that is instead of on that go around where it's you're going to just go through it and you go, and then you're just going to go to a G. So you're not going to do any, there's no need for any finger picking or hammer on and pull offs, I should say. So with that being said, that's pretty much the whole song right there. It looks like after the second chorus, there's going to be a solo, and that's going to be the same chords as that chorus you just played. So there's no need to go over that. It does have a, to me what it sounds like is that same part in between the first chorus into the second verse. The same thing as the intro, but without the hammer on and pull off. So it goes into that, and then it goes into that. So another thing too is, this is just a little tip. When you're playing, strumming these chords, you could still hammer on these little parts, but I'm still not hammering them on the same way as the verse. It's just, you know, you got your chord shape. So basically on that first drum, you just add in that. So it's almost like, think about strumming a G and then always adding in the first part last. And that goes great with any song, you'd be amazed. As far as the third verse, that is kind of like a bridge, and that's going to be your G, C, and G. And it's just going to be played slower and let it ring out. And the outro is the same as the chorus as well. So with that being said, that is Get Along by Kenny Chesney. So please comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.